And greetings everybody, and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Curse of the Dead Gods. My god! My god, this is so bad. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The Reaper? Yeah, no, not gonna play that one. That's an unlock I honest to god regret though. Crippling Bow at least has some corruption cleanse. Oh my god, these selections are so disappointing. It's crazy. It is actually crazy. Gotta say, the Stormlash over here is probably the most interesting option here, just because of how good it is. But we're gonna take the bow as our starting weapon in here, because it will allow us to keep our hands clean for a bit. That's always a nice thing to do. There's a pretty decent way to go in here. I would actually like to get a weapon room in here. I actually really would. But I also would like to get an upgrade on said weapon if given the opportunity. So this is probably gonna be the path we chose. Yeah, let's do it. Get some money, get a weapon upgrade, get a relic as well. And we get the relic after the weapon room, so that's gonna be helpful. So there goes one. There goes that lady. And now for you, big boy. Boom. Off to a good start we are. I gotta say, I always love coming into this room just because of how compact it is. It feels like a huge improvement compared to how many uber long hallways you can find in some of the later temples especially. Okay, we're gonna pick that one up. The money we would have just gotten for that recycle was also pretty good. But I know myself, feeling kinda rusty today, so there's a good chance for me to get hit. And when I do get hit, I'm going to reward myself for poor gameplay by giving me huge chunks of money. And you know what? I'm going to take this spear point. Gonna take the spear point because it is a spear. It is more or less better than what we have. And it still had, I think it has the corruption cleansing on it, right? Yeah. So we do not lose anything in that regard. I'm not gonna keep it around forever, probably. Yeah, we're gonna still go for the weapon room. But at least for a room, we can enjoy some honest-to-god spear gameplay in here. Because I feel like the game was kinda holding back in that regard. It's kinda sad. Parries. Gotcha, baby. Like, here's the thing. It is a spear. Spears are not the worst weapon in the game, right? Far from it. Whoop. Oh, you almost got me. They're far away from being the worst weapon in the game. They're pretty usable. Not the best of all, of course, but usable. And they have a lightning option, so you would expect them to be good just because of that. And still the game just managed to just not wanting us to get any use out of them. It's crazy, it boggles the mind. Now, what do we get in here? There's another one, but it's bad. Oh, that poisonous pistol is so good! It is so good. I could have an absolute field day with this one. But let's actually keep rolling the bones in here for a little bit. And you know what? This passive over here is not that good, but the rest is pretty amazing. I think we just found our storm point in here. Oh, this is finally going to be it. We can finally be some honest-to-god spear heroes in here. I thought I would never see the day. Alright, now we just keep to stack up the damage relics, bring in the lightning damage, and we should be good for days. Now, these jokers in here. Zap them all. Got them out. I was actually not sure that the guy would not hit me there, but I'm very happy that he didn't. Ooh, that was good. And I mean, even if he would have hit me, he would have gotten money out of it. What would have been the problem there? Oh man, I forgot how bad the charge deck on this weapon is. Actually, honest to god, troublesome. Some crit healing. You know what? Let's take that crit healing. And just make an honest to god bad habit out of actually getting hit every now and then. Because that will then allow us to make use out of that free money we get for taking hits. Now, you might wonder yourself there, did I get hit there for a second time intentionally? The answer may surprise you. By the way, I think I'm just gonna take this one. Nah, yeah, I don't know. It would help me just keeping some corruption off my hands. But I think we can do better. We can do much better immediately. Bless it. Oh, that was a good reroll. That was a very, very good reroll. That one made me very, very happy. Absolutely marvelous. Now we're gonna go for the weapon upgrade in here. I think after that I'm gonna go for the stats instead of the relic. Because by the nature of our build, we will see good relics just as random drops. So we are much more dependent from that RNG factor. And instead we can just focus on getting some honest to God. Splendid, thank you for that hit. I wanted that money. We can just focus on getting some honest to God good stat increases. My God, okay, that one was not intentional. I really want to parry that one, but the parry was just not coming out. It's not good. There's the one I wanted to see though. And boom. Not for your clone over here, and we're done. Finished with all that. We can't afford this with money, sadly. So we just take it with gold. Really would have liked to afford it with money, because that would have given me more perception, which would have been even more damage in the long haul. But hey, you take what you can get. Now, what's going to be next? The stats. These stats we can buy with money without a problem. That's something to look forward to. Torch of Sorrow. I don't mind Torch of Sorrow. I don't like that one bit. And you know what I gotta say? I don't think I've ever looked at it that way, but the Jaguar Temple actually looks pretty sick if you illuminate it only with the Torch of Sorrow. Like the coloring on the wall that creates. It's actually pretty flavorful. I like it. Man, what is this? DeGrand having something positive to say about Curse of the Dead Gods. These must be the end times. Everything must be about to come to an end. Well, maybe. I didn't connect the finishing strike there. That's a shame. Oh, I thought it was the... I thought it was the lurk attacking me there. God damn it. But yeah, me saying something nice about this game. It's Christmas still, so I guess that was my honest-to-God gift for the developers. You better enjoy it. You better appreciate it. Now, there's our stats, endurance, and perception. We can make good use out of both, so it is much appreciated. And now for some extra free money, and hopefully some good drops in here. Now, what is going to wait for me in here? I am not as negative as I sometimes make it sound on the Discord or in my videos in here. I am pretty negative about this. I am very negative about this, and I am not making a secret out of that. But I am not as negative. There's a lot of things that I really appreciate about this game. So you know what? Because it is the season, I'm actually going to list a few of them. I'm going to list a few of them, but I'm not going to take this one. I actually like all the relics we have on our hands right now. So, one thing that I really like about this game is just how it looks, right? I really like the overall aesthetic design choices they made in here. I like how the enemies look. I like how the enemies sound. What little music is in this game, I really like. I like the design choices that went into creating our character Mad Dog Macintosh over here. He doesn't look like most game protagonists look these days, and I can really appreciate that. Now, I just got distracted there for a bit because I just saw Philip logging into Smite. That son of a gun. We were streaming together. Oh, I was streaming, he was just tagging along rather. And we were all like, okay, you know what? I think we both had enough Smite for the rest of the year at the very least. And here he is, that sneaky son of a gun, playing another game of Smite. And I can't even say anything against that because I did the same before we started recording this game. Yeah, I'm just as much of a scoundrel like he is. But yeah, back to the positives about this game. I do like how the gameplay feels, like how my character controls. It's a lot of fun. I like how the weapons combo in and out of each other. In theory, I think there's a bit of stuff that could be improved about that, but let's not go into that matter too harshly. And all of these are just recycles that I don't really want or need. The cursed weapon drop was nice though. We really needed to get rid of that curse. I don't think we need to go for a challenge room right now, so let's actually take this path past the relic rooms in here. That looks good. And yeah, there's just some things I really enjoy about this game. There's more. But I don't want to get the developers, even on Christmas, I don't want them to feel cocky about the situation. I want them to still be on their toes around me. And apparently the game is going to keep me on my toes with the Raging Temple. It's not the worst curse in the game. It is also not the best curse in the game. If you are not very mindful about everything you do and represent in this game, that one can actually end up getting to you. So we need to be extra careful in here. Oh. I hate it when you miss out on the last strike. I keep misjudging the range on my attacks. Yeah, keep attacking me. You just make me richer and richer by the minute. Also, please stop attacking me. It's rude. Done deal with these guys. Now put these chokers up in here. Double zap them. Fire at the hole. And we just zapped 4 enemies at once. I was actually sure he would get me at that, but he didn't. And we got them all. Splendid. Yeah, we don't really need anything out of here. Even though Venomous Claw's kinda nice. This hammer also not too bad. But we already committed ourselves to our spear in here. Even got a good relic for that too. Speaking of the devil, I'm actually gonna go for the stats over at least one of those relic rooms. Because I really like to get these guaranteed increases in here. And again, we are bound to get good relic drops per random later down the pipeline. One way or another. Ah! I thought I could outrun it. But I guess I was wrong. Recycle this one too. He's gonna get hit by that. That's what I thought. Boom, baby. So there's no point in overcommitting resources and opportunities right now for those. And we already have a decent selection of decent relics. We have at least one strong lightning damage increase in here. And that's all the doctor really needed us to get in order to keep ourselves strong and healthy. I actually thought that one hit would be enough to get you out of my system. Was a slight miscalculation, but not the worst. I want these stats, so let's take it. Even more perception. That one is going to pay dividends in the long haul. And look at that. Perception and dexterity of the highest order. This was a good room. We got a lot of perception out of this. And I just like perception so much because the stat is basically a self-fulfilling prophecy. You get it, it starts working for you, paying you with money, giving you better drops. And the more money you get, the more drops you find, the more tools you get to get even more perception, which in turn gives you even more of all that jazz. It's just so good. It's just so good for my personal finances and power in here. And I just love it. Easily my most favorite stat in this game. If I were to translate perception into another game's stats, look at that, even more perception for free. Just what I talked about. It would probably be a mix between charisma and luck, I would guess. Like it directly influences how much money you find of enemies in chests and the quality of your drops. It would probably be luck. But you know, every time money's involved, I also feel like talking about charisma as well, because in most games where you have some kind of economy, you have shops, and in most games where you have shops, you also have shopkeepers. And shopkeepers are usually a good opportunity for you to use that charisma stat to get some kind of overarching benefit. There we go, it was good. It was splendid. Oh, these rerolls are working out for us like crazy today. And I think we can actually let go of this one now. Let's do it. Let's get rid of that one in particular. We should be fine. Just earning money off of our huge perception stat in general in here. Charisma is actually a stat that is not being used as much in modern gaming as it could be, I think. Maybe not a bad thing, because charisma you always is this one stat where I feel like it does not make me strong in combat, so I don't really want it. And thus I just make parts of games always a bit harder on myself than I really need to be. It's weird. There you go, healer man. Kill him. Thank you. Let's leave that one on the ground. Just in case we end up getting hit in this room again. Oh. Just in case that happens. There we go. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Now we can heal ourselves for the damage we took there. Smart of me to leave that on the ground. Yeah, we take this. We can afford it with money too. Like games that have overarching... Let's take Mass Effect, for example, because Mass Effect has actually a very, very interesting charisma system. Because that one is not actually tied to your overall combat experience. Just keep being true to yourself, committing yourself towards being a paragon or being a renegade, and that will give you more options to do things in ways that benefit you, benefit your mission. And it's just a very, very cool thing to do, you know? When you actually just get to a point where you are so well recognized or well liked or feared, because that one can go both ways. To the point where you can just get the things done easier because you can just convince people a little bit easier. That's very, very precious game design, if you can pull stuff like that off. Now, there we are. I feel like I just went all over the way with that train of thought. Here's the thing. You have seen me on YouTube for a good year or so. You would assume that I'm decent at multitasking because I keep playing games while also talking at the same time. I'm not good at multitasking at all. Not even one bit. Not even a little bit. Let's do some rolls in here. You know what? I kind of feel like I pulled this off today. I'm probably gonna regret it in the long haul. But that regret will be mine to bear. The extra damage is gonna be good. And the extra dexterity is also gonna be helpful. The extra damage taken, hey, you only live once, right? Live fast, die young. But yeah, whenever I try to do two things at the same time, you can rest assured that I will not be able to do either of these things half as good as I would be able to do them regularly. Oh. Come out of that, thank you. Now, get you down. One more for good measure, and we're good. We don't have a greed comet to worry about in here, which is very, very pleasant for me. We can just keep zapping them like that, and we're gonna be good for days. Zippity zap parry. Parry again. I think we have parried him 3 times now, so there's a chance that he may drop his cursed weapon for us, which I would not hate. Not one bit. We got him. And I think that's especially true for gaming. I feel like I don't do it a lot, but I think I'm playing much better when I'm not doing commentary over it. I didn't even notice we had that curse. Get it out of here. That one's very, very bad. There's a big lightning hammer. I'm not going to take it. And that relic over here. That's actually very, very good. I want that. I want that. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of the crit healing in here, because I feel like we are not going to need it all that much anymore. I want the weapon upgrades, but I also want to have all of these relics and stat increases over here. It's rough. It's actually rough. It's actually worth just to make. We don't have that many rerolls left, so that makes those relic rooms a little bit less attractive to me overall. We also don't have that much money, so that makes these rooms a little bit less attractive, huh? Ah, decisions. Let's just go for the money rooms and the weapon upgrades in here. Make this spear the strongest that can possibly be. No. I feel like the same thing is true for just talking in general. I think I have gotten fairly proficient, for lack of a better word, at doing both gaming and talking at the same time. But it was a long process getting to this point. Again, man, we have been doing this for, I think, 1.5 years at this point. It's crazy just thinking about it, just wrapping your head around that idea. And I know myself, I can be a pretty good talker if I want to be. Had to be for my last job, among other things. But also for some past instances of different jobs that I was doing, or just everyday life situations. And I notice, while playing games, that I do end up getting hung up a little bit more on my thoughts than I would do on regular days. Just doing talking with nothing else occupying my mind. What I also noticed, and that is actually something that really fascinated me, when I look back at a recording of me playing and talking, and when I come to these moments where I feel like I just spent some time not saying anything and thinking about what I should be saying, when I have these actual moments, they always feel like an eternity for me. Like, okay, right now, I was thinking for a moment, oh my god, I need to say something. I haven't been silent for a couple seconds now. This is pretty bad. You have to come up with something. Stuff like that happens to me, right? But when I then come to watching one of my own recordings and experiencing that moment as an observer, those moments are actually much shorter than I perceive them while doing the recording. And I think that's actually very fascinating, because apparently I'm actually entering a little bit of a flow state whenever I do this kind of stuff, which is very fascinating. And I really want to know what that stuff is doing to my brain, because there's a lot of interesting science that goes into the whole topic of being in a flow state. Sadly, I don't have the tools necessary to get some proper brainwave measurement done while gaming. That would actually be very interesting to get some work like that done, now that I think about it. I think someone has done that before, and apparently playing games is actually good for your brain. Some games more than others, but I can imagine that the mix is doing wonders for you there as well. Like FPS games, for example. They are apparently very good for just general hand-eye coordination, stuff like that. Which is probably one of the reasons why I should get more into them overall in general. You know, just becoming better as a human, as a player, as a man. And you know what, I do like this gleaming sapphire an awful lot. I'm gonna go this one for that. Now we have a little bit more incentive to just earn all the big boy coins in here. About a 55 perception. That should all come to us fairly easily. There we go. Almost at... We are just above 3,000. That's not that much. But we'll get there. I'm gonna buy these regardless. Could have also just bought the perception here. But we do have that run relic that makes us extra squishy, so I do not want to tempt the fates in here. No, there's the cat. That cat needs to go. Eradicated. Or should I say eradicated? Gotcha, baby. That was probably the worst pun I've made all year. I feel like I should apologize for it, but I'm not going to. That's a huge gain for perception stats. I like it. Some big corruption cleansing. I like that a lot as well. And now these jokers in here. I'm gonna show them all a great old time. Oh, one comboed them. Wonderful. That was actually very beautiful. Now, one more weapon upgrade. There's no way in hell that we will be able to buy this one with just our money. So we're going to have to go hard on the corruption in here. But yeah, we're actually coming together. We're actually coming together nicely in here. And I'm very happy that we at least managed to get one decent spear one in here. Because it really has been a long, long while, hasn't it? Zippity zap. And since its inception, we haven't ever gotten a single decent lightning spear run. It's crazy to think about, but it's the honest to God truth. This is a first. Oh, another big dexterity upgrade, huh? Another big dexterity upgrade. I kind of want it because it's 27% extra damage, right? I think I'm gonna let go of this one for it, even though I still want to earn some money. Ah, doesn't matter, it's damage. Actually, I remember that wrong. That's not actually that much damage. I must stick by it though. I'm gonna stick by it. I'm gonna stick by it. Whatever happens, happens. They have my blood. I thought we would get 1% of extra damage for dexterity, thus making this not 9 times 2, but 9 times 3% extra damage. But no, we get extra damage for the perception on our spear, so we should really have been keeping that one around and just do the recycle on the other one. That was a mistake. Mistakes have been made. I take full ownership for that one. But that's okay. We should still be able to earn some big daddy coinage in here. Should be able to get to at least 5k at the very least. Not sure about 6k, but I certainly hope that works in our favor. Just getting all these cats out. There's some more cleansing for me. Hurts my soul to let go of a good fire shield. My god, my parries right now are on point, actually. There's some healing. We don't need it. Yeah, almost at 6k over here. Yeah, that's a funny joke. We'll actually get some extra damage out of it, but no. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. All of my nopes. But, thank you kindly for the offer. And we can actually get one more relic over here. I actually did not see that relic shop up in there at all. I was thinking that we would just not get that one. I'm very happy that we do, though. Now, for these jokers up in here. Zippity zap. And we're done. Feels good, man. Feels very, very good. Now, who or what wants to have a piece of me next? Ah, we're almost there. We're almost at the relic shop. Not sure if I'm gonna buy this one with my corruption or with my money. Well, first of all, let's actually see if there's anything good in the first place. Ah, we don't use a cursed weapon in here. Game kind of wanting me to regret not having picked up the cursed weapon earlier. But no, game, you won't be able to get that done. Not today, and certainly not like this. These are all pretty disappointing, I gotta say. Pretty disappointing. So we just leave them all behind. Sadly. But hey, can't be helped. They can't all be winners, and you know what? We had some very lucky relic rooms early on, so not getting something out of that one doesn't make me feel bad at all. There's some more perception. It's 3% extra damage. We take it. And I mean, look at that. We got 1 good relic, 2, 3, 4, and both of these are actually also not that bad either. Yeah, I think we're okay in here. Haven't gotten all the way up to 10k, but hey, that's just the way it is. We only miss out. How much damage? 12%. It's nothing. Especially with how the damage formula is working these days. It's nothing. How did my last strike miss you there? I resent the notion, and I actually have to focus a little bit in here. Otherwise, this is gonna go down the drain very quickly. There's this hot fireball spitting. Probably best to just not even try to get any fancy parries in here. Just focus on doing good dodges. More fireball spam. Where you at? There's that attack. I saw it coming. He's gonna blow. He is below 50%. Why wasn't he blowing up? Now he is. Just like that doctor ordered. Almost done. There's the big explosion. Coming out of a big kid over here. Splendid. Oh, let's not get hit by that attack. Thank you kindly. And we're done. Oh! Had to finish off with the sword there. Otherwise he would have gotten one more attack off. And I was not having that. I was being the overly cautious hero in here. I was not having that at all. There we go. Spear run. Haven't had a good one like this, but I'm very happy that this worked out in our favor. Dark Avatar of the Jaguar. He got 2 big hits in on us. Made them count 2. Almost got us. But it was not good enough. Guys, thanks for watching. From my perspective, it's still Christmas. It's the second day of Christmas here. So yeah, thank you all for watching. To everyone who hasn't have gotten any kind of Merry Christmas wish from me, let it be said in here again. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for all the love and support you guys have shown me over the course of the year. And, of course, thanks for watching.